Hi, this is Anita from A Bus on a Dusty Road, and today I'd like to give you a brownie recipe that my Swedish grandmother taught me. You can find the link below to the full recipe or check out our blog, A Bus on a Dusty Road. This is a photo of me and my Swedish grandmother actually in her kitchen in Stockholm, Sweden. Today I'm going to show you how to make my grandmother's Swedish brownies. And my grandmother and grandfather actually owned a bakery in Stockholm, Sweden. So this was one of her recipes. First you have the chocolate powder, get a good quality one, butter, salt, vanilla, eggs, sugar, and flour. And the first thing you'll notice in this recipe, when you look at all of these ingredients here, is there is no baking soda or baking powder. And that's because these are Swedish brownies, so they don't have any baking powder or baking soda. I have Sue here helping me. The first thing I'm going to do is put the salt into the flour, and then we're just going to stir it just so it's mixed together. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to put the butter in the microwave because you want to have melted butter and then you want it to be cooled. So that's the first thing you need to do. I have Sue here helping me, and we're going to put in the 4 eggs. Just crack them and put them in. They're fresh eggs. These are farm fresh eggs, but that of course makes it even better. And we're going to put in the salt. Sorry, not the salt, the sugar. Sorry about that. And we're going to put in the vanilla. And then we're going to mix this together. Need to mix it together for just a few minutes. Okay, that should be fine. Now we're going to put in the butter. It's been cooled and melted. If it's not completely melted, it's fine. So the butter is pretty much melted. And then next we're going to put in the cocoa. And mix it up really well. So this is how it should be looking. And then the final part is we're going to put in the flour and the salt, which you've already mixed in together with the flour. Just make sure that the salt's really kind of mixed in. And that's basically the recipe for Swedish brownies. Very easy to make, very simple to make. Lots of great ingredients. Because these don't have the baking powder or that they will not rise like the other brownies do. They still are wonderful brownies. To do this, but I kind of like to use the baking paper into my pan just because I find it's easier. Now all you do is you just put the mixture in, and if you have that baking paper, then there's no worry at all about cleaning up a mess. This way it looks before it goes into the oven. I've already preheated the oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit, or if you work with Celsius, about 162 degrees Celsius. You need to bake it for, I like to make it 25 to 30 minutes. The recipe says 30 minutes, but you don't want to overcook your brownies, and it depends on how your oven cooks. My oven can sometimes cook really fast, so you need to kind of watch it. So if your oven cooks really fast, maybe at like 20 minutes, you want to check it, because you don't want brownies to be too overcooked or they get very dry. So you can see here, these are the brownies. Show them to you kind of close up. You can see how moist they look inside. And these are really, really great brownies. You really don't need to have a brownie mix because these are so easy and simple to make from scratch. This is my Swedish grandmother, my murmur, her Swedish brownie recipes that they used to bake when they owned a bakery in Stockholm, Sweden. Thank you so much for listening. Please consider subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our blog, A Bus on a Dusty Road. We have a lot of other great recipes and other information on there. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you so much.